Hi guys, happy Monday. Fucking hate Mondays, and I don't know why, because I work for myself, so I shouldn't hate Mondays so much. But I do. They just suck. They always suck. So, how are you guys? I hope you are all very well. And, oh, big update. Well, not big, but finally got to chapter 2 in my book. I didn't realize what a bitch it was going to be to write a fucking book. Yeah. It's going to be a bitch. It's going to take a long time. It's going to take a very long time for me to get this fucking book out. Last night, I went to go to bed. Something up here. No, I felt something. It was like something came over me and I started to hear my guides talk to me. My grandma started talking, no, get back up. So I got back up. Chapter 2, finished. So it's on to chapter 3 today. And literally, I got up and I read back what I wrote. I was like, that's not something I would say. That's like politically correct, proper sentence structure, stuff like that. And I'm like, well, that's nothing I would say. So my intent was to channel the book, to actually literally channel the book. So it's not going to be a how-to. I am just jumping in it, and I wouldn't say it's for the advanced witch or practitioner, medium, intermedium, whatever. So if you guys already have a very good spiritual foundation of meditation, a very good, you guys watch my videos, so obviously everybody that watches my videos, everybody that, knows me through here, and I love that, will understand the book. So it's more of a, it's not a how-to. It's not a, well, here is lesson 1. I do give little exercises, but it's not anything like how-to. I mean, a little bit how-to. I mean, obviously, it's all my magic and everything that I have mustered up since I've been 7 fucking years old. And that's actually in the book, too. And I gave a snippet yesterday. That's the only snippet I will ever give. It just, my guides and my grandma telling me all this stuff, and it's just so incredible. So it's very incredible. You learn a lot about yourself while you write a book. Karen, I completely understand that now. Marla, completely understand that. You get to know yourself even more. And you get to know different realities and different spiritual dimensions while actually journaling. And I have probably about 75 journals to go through to take and put in the book. So I don't know how it's gonna, what I have in my head, the format for the book, is completely different than what is on the computer. Sadly, I have taken everything from my computer. It's gonna totally take a shit on me and die on me here any day. And I've taken and I've transferred it all to one of those things that you plug in the side of the computer, and it stores all your stuff, your important stuff. I don't know what the thing's called. A flash drive maybe? A flash mob? No, flash mobs are back in the 90s. Flash drive, that's it. So, I've got a flash drive. So I've got all kinds of, good stuff to back up my work. Because that book is not fucking going anywhere. And if it does, it's to the grave with me. So, but alright. Yeah, I just, if you guys want, shout outs in it, my dedication page will be a fucking book in itself. But I love you guys, so, I have to give all of you credit, every single person that has ever made an impact on me in my life. Spiritually, just everybody, all of you guys, all of my friends. I have to. It's just the way I am. I was born this way. Nice. I am a nice person. Sometimes. So, you guys can tell I'm very excited about this. So what do you do once you're done? do you have to get an editor? I mean, I've read, back in Aleister Crowley's days, the 1800s, Allan Kardec, the amazing spiritist. I really believe I was in contact last night with Allan Kardec. Oh my God. Just the energy, the amazing sense of peace and well-being. It was so fucking rad, you guys. And I invite that. And I hope you guys can understand. I hope you guys eventually get around to reading about Kardec and his workings. It's very, very in-depth and very psychological. It's very good. Awesome books. There's this woman that does these lectures for the spiritist communities in the United States, based out of Baltimore, Maryland. Her name, I don't remember her name. I'm guessing she's Hispanic. Maria del Amor, I think that's her name. I don't know. But if you get on the Spiritist USA Network on YouTube, you'll find her. She's incredible. Her demeanor, her love, and her compassion and kindness and joy completely reminds me of a mother, a friend, a teacher. Just amazing. She has the vibe. Those of you that are lucky enough to get to interact with Karen Dahlman or Marla Martinson or any of these wonderful people from the Ouija community, the Talking Board Historical Society. That is what kind of vibe she gives off. Just so pure and so genuine. And she touches your heart. And it's just so incredible. It is very incredible. So she's got a lot to do with what is going on in my head and with the book and everything. And I love that woman to death. She is such an inspiration. So, I don't know. I'm just excited. I want to share it with somebody, but I don't. Because, there's one person that I have shared. I shared one snippet with you guys. That's all you get. That's all the treats you guys get. I promised cookies when you come over to the dark side, but you gotta wait for a little bit longer. At least. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'll give more snippets, because it's gonna be long. It's gonna be very long. Happy birthday to my witchy friend, Jazz. I hope you have a fucking rad day. You better, boy. You better have the best day of your life. And it better be filled with joy, happiness, love, compassion, kindness. All of that. That's what my wish is for you. Just unlimited amounts of joy, kindness, happiness, compassion, empowerment, all of it. All of that good stuff. I feel like a public speaker. I don't like that feeling. So anyways, happy birthday. Happy birthday. I about said fucking birthday. Happy birthday. Feliz cumpleaños. A ti. I could sing it to you in Spanish, but my Spanish is not that good. So, I will go on to, since we're getting closer to the Days of the Dead, well, kind of. Halloween is coming, Samhain. Day of the Dead, mask magic. I'm excited, so we have my mask. I am getting that all. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. So, the Day of the Dead. This is from the book of La Santisima Muerte, and I will read just a little bit of stuff for you guys, just to give you some insight into the Day of the Dead, where it came from, its origins, that kind of thing. So, back in the old Aztec days, skulls were kept in order to honor the deceased. La France. I love you guys. J'adore. They would keep, the philosophers would keep a human skull on their head, or on their desk. So, La France, j'adore, I love you all. So, they represented death and rebirth. This is where the Day of the Dead originated from, the Aztecs. So, even dating back to the old Aztec people, they believed the deceased would come back to visit the living. They didn't view death as an ending. but instead a continuation of life. Honoring the deceased was a month-long celebration, which began from around the first part of August. Today it's celebrated on November 1st and 2nd on All Souls Day, Santisima Muerte's feast day. So during All Souls Day, it's common sight to see people gathering at the cemeteries around the graves of loved ones. Grave sites are decorated in brightly colored paper, and flower candles are lit. Families have picnics. They fill picnic baskets with food and beverages and feast among the dead. The scent of marigolds filled the air. Children are seen running through the cemetery, playing and laughing. So it's really fun. It's a really good time of the year to honor your ancestors, our forefathers. Everybody that has come before us to pave the way for what we have now. So, the Day of the Dead is an extra powerful day for Santisima Muerte spell work. So if you really want to accomplish this, like the impossible, try working with her on this particular day. All Souls Day, Santisima Muerte casts out some of her powerful work and is one single day throughout the entire year that packs a great punch. I don't know what he's so upset about. Quit it! Damn. Okay, so this one single day is in honor of Santisima Muerte and all those who have passed on to the world of the spirit, obviously. This person says, I usually go out in order to honor both Santisima Muerte and those in their family who have crossed over. I do that too. Very, very much I do. I will go and I will have dinner or lunch, or coffee, and I'll have a cigarette with my grandma at her grave. Even though I know she's not there, her energy is still there, gathering around it. She sees that and she comes. So, where'd I go, you guys? Okay. We begin early, around mid-October, preparing decorations and cooking and freezing food for the feast. A large altar is set up in the living room, which is decorated with images of protective saints and saints who were favored by the deceased, crosses, candles, and of course La Santisima Muerte statues and photos. This person says that we purchased clear glass encased candles, one for each of the deceased, and one with heat-resistant paint. This person says that we paint their names on the glass of each candle. There's another white candle for deceased ancestors who never got to meet, and another large white candle which is offered to all the saints, and still another white candle is lit for roaming spirits who may not have had any family, or just those who decide to come in and join in your festivities. The largest candle is offered to Santisima Muerte in honor of the festivities. I think that's pretty sweet to incorporate everybody. So yes, everybody that has gone before us. Marigolds are displayed in clay vases. You know, the ones that you see in the really, really pretty Aztec Spanish pottery, which I just recently got, oddly enough. Yeah, synchronicity. It's filled with holy water and placed on the altar, since these are additional flowers of the dead. The flowers fill the entire room with fragrance. Other decorations you can do, like tissue banners, are really nice these days. All kinds. Just go crazy. Have fun. Have fun with your Day of the Dead celebration. It's very fun. So, this person says that we get the kids involved making sugar skulls. How amazing. I took Spanish class for 4 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. Because it was so easy. I knew Spanish. I still do, kind of. And we made sugar skulls. And we learned spells for the Day of the Dead. We learned about La Santisima Muerte and Hispanic culture. I don't remember my teacher, but thank you. Thank you for that. I did not know that you were teaching us magic. That was one amazing teacher in school. I'm glad I dismissed school after the fact. Okay. Paper mache skulls, we did those too. Clay skeletons, we did those. And cardboard coffins. It's so fun to do those still. All of which are used to decorate the altar and placed around the room. Sugar skulls can be purchased already made and decorated, but making them yourselves, it's really easy, and it has much more heart into it. So most craft stores will sell molds for sugar skulls, which can also be filled with melted chocolate. Dark chocolate. Dark chocolate with a little bit of sea salt. La Santisima Muerte loves it, and I do too. It's good. It's really, really fucking good. So, in the center of your altar is a large clay bowl of holy water, which is used by the spirits only. This is for them to freshen up when they arrive. Another large pitcher of holy water and a bowl is placed near the front door, where a sack of washcloths can be found. This is for each guest to wash up when entering the house. We believe that it helps keep negative energy and bad luck from entering with the person. So, that's very good, very good. Yeah, hi, you must wash yourself before you enter my house. I would never have visitors. Who says that that's a bad thing? I surely wouldn't think so. Okay, other items that are placed on the altar are photographs of the ancestors and items that belonged to them when they were alive. The smaller items are placed on the altar, while the larger bulky items are placed on the floor surrounding the altar or hung on the wall. So basically this is like a Day of the Dead altar. Kinda. Only it's over there. So this is two totally separate traditions that I am not mixing. We'll never mix them. Ever. Shit. There we go. Okay. So, foods and beverages include all the favorites of the deceased, and then some, including lots of booze. Yeah, you can get the airport bottles. They're cheap. I don't drink, so why waste money on alcohol? I'm actually very against it now. I'm very against alcohol. So there is also an abundance of fresh fruits and vegetables. The food is prepared in order to honor the spirits and please them. They don't actually eat the food itself, but they do consume the energy of the food. All of the herbs that are favored by La Santisima Muerte are placed in bowls and scattered throughout the house. Corporal incense is lit for La Santisima Muerte, as well as pan de muerto. This is a bread which represents the souls of the dead. Before the bread is baked, small pieces are shaped into little skulls. Me and my mother did this. We do all kinds of stuff. We used to do all kinds of stuff, but now we just get out the Halloween tree. Day of the Dead tree. The witch's tree. So here's a recipe for the bread. So your ingredients: a half a cup of granulated sugar, plus just a little more for sprinkling, decoration. You know, sugar. Day of the Dead, sugar. Okay. 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. 1 teaspoon of anise seed. Anise seed. 2 packets of active dry yeast. A half a cup of whole milk. A half a cup of water. 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I think that's like a stick of butter, right? 8 tablespoons would be just a stick of butter. Like Paula Deen would say, a stick of butter, y'all. I'm pretty sure it's a stick. I don't know. 4 large eggs. 4.5 cups of all-purpose flour. 1 egg yolk beaten with 2 teaspoons of water. I would substitute some of that stuff for vegetarian. But that's just me. Instructions. Combine sugar, salt, anise seed, and yeast in a small mixing bowl. Heat the milk, water, and butter y'all, in a saucepan over medium heat until the butter is just melted. Do not allow it to boil. It's going to curdle. You don't want curdled milk or any of that. Add milk mixture to dry mixture and beat well with a wire whisk. Beat the hell out of it, you guys. Stir in eggs and add 1.5 cups of the flour and beat it well. I don't know what the hell he's going on about. Add remaining flour little by little. You don't want it to clump up. And yes, I bake, so I know how to do all this stuff. Nobody knows that I know how to bake. And well. Alright, yeah, put it in little by little, stirring with a wooden spoon until the dough becomes, the dough comes together. Turn the dough out onto a lightly floured wooden board. Knead it until it is smooth and elastic, and no longer sticky. So this takes about 9 to 10 minutes. Place dough in a lightly oiled bowl. Cover it with a clean kitchen cloth and allow it to rise in a warm area until it has doubled in size. It takes about 1.5 hours. I've noticed it takes, for me personally, it takes about probably an hour to 2. So it just depends on how hot your house is, how cold it is. My house is always freezing, so it takes quite a lot longer than, it takes about 2.5 hours for the bread that we make to rise. Okay, so heat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and arrange a rack in the middle. Push down the dough and divide it into 2 pieces. Cut 3 small, about 1 ounce balls from each half and mold them into skulls and bones. And shape large balls of dough into round loaf shapes and place the skull and bones on top. Place the bread on the baking sheet lined with parchment paper and let it rise for another hour. Okay, so it's going to take you about 2 hours for the bread. I told you I didn't know how to bake. Okay, so you're going to brush the loaves with an egg yolk mixture and bake it. Halfway through baking, about 20 minutes in, remove the loaves from the oven and brush again with egg wash and sprinkle lightly with granulated sugar. Return to the oven, bake it until loaves are golden brown and sound hollow when tapped. So that takes about another 20 minutes. I could actually do this for you guys if I could get my laptop downstairs to the oven, have the camera move and zoom and do all that cool TV stuff that I can do. So even if you don't go to such elaborate measures to celebrate All Souls Day, those that work with La Santisima Muerte should at least perform some of your, toughest work with her on this day. Give her some special attention and provide her with baked goods and beverages. I happen to know that she loves Fresca. Orange Fresca. And she has a bottle of orange Fresca. So light a white candle in her honor and recite some of her prayers for her. This person says some of my most difficult work has been successful on this day. So try decorating her altar with glittery things too. Santisima Muerte likes the special attention paid to her. A good prayer to recite on this day is the Rosary of the Dead. So that would be La Santisima Muerte's Rosary. I love doing it. It's fun. Me and my mother, we made so many. I was so young. We made a Halloween tree. It was in one of the witches' almanacs. And, this was when the internet was first coming out. So, I couldn't post pictures of it. We didn't have cameras. We didn't have none of this. So, but I'll show you guys. I think you guys have seen my Halloween tree. We did the decorations, all of it. It was so fun to do. So fun. Little do they know that they're participating in witchcraft, which makes me happy. So yes, that's just a little fun for you guys today, because I really liked the Day of the Dead. I love the Day of the Dead, and my sugar skull, Kelly, thank you for my sugar skull spirit board. I love it to death. That just caught my eye today, and I seen that face, and it told me, you would talk about the Day of the Dead. No, it didn't tell me that. It just inspired me. So that is how the Day of the Dead originated. That's where it originated. That's how it's very commonly practiced throughout the world. If you watch Candyman 3, Day of the Dead, when they're getting drunk together, the very sexy Latino man and the blonde. He tells her all about the Day of the Dead, and that is actually all true information. So that's actually one movie that gives out some true information. So I like it a lot. So you guys might want to watch that movie. It's very good, but just remember, it's a movie. So crap, the internet thing, it's moving around on me. That's weird. My entire the box that like makes the internet work, I don't know, you plug the wires in it, it says like your internet's connected, your Wi-Fi's connected. That entire box, it's like really big, and it's, pretty, it just literally turned. Strange. It could have been my foot or my pants or something, I don't know. Wires, because there's wires everywhere. So that was a lot of talking. I felt like I didn't take any breaths. I'm just excited. I'm very excited for this. So, alright guys, I have got a lot to do. So I have got a lot to blog, I have a lot to write, and so I might pop in, I don't know, depending on how my mom does with her teeth, tomorrow, Wednesday, so we still have tomorrow, Wednesday's the day, so I'll definitely pop in, even if it's just a 5-minute video, just to pop in and say hi and I love you guys, and just to give you updates on everything. I will definitely go live, so expect, like after Wednesday, if you guys want to do a live like question and answer with me, we can do I'll go live on my phone, and I'll use my computer to see your guys' comments so I can actually answer back, because I actually have that option on my phone now to go live. Strange, I didn't know I could do that, but I want it to be interactive. I want to interact with everybody. No, I'm not staring at my crotch. Actually, yes, I was, because there's a string hanging from it. So tired. Alright guys, everybody, have a great day. Happy birthday, Chaz. Enjoy your day to the fullest. All my love, always. Ellie Mae and Joe, I love you guys. All my love to everybody on here. I love you all very, very, very much. And be safe. Be very safe. So, one more thing. Doesn't it just really piss you off when one of your exes just happens to message you? And you're like, oh, yay. And then they show you a picture of their husband of 2 years. That's what I think about that. That's for him. That's for him. So everybody give him a big 2 thumbs up. 2 fingers up. But no, seriously, I'm happy for the fucker. The guy. So, okay guys, I have a lot to do, so I love you all very, very, very much. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And yes, just be safe and have a good day. And I love you all.